that's mainly my thing. Even though I don't agree with everything my mother might have done in the past, like I said before, that is my mother. And I still like to honor her. First of all, God says to honor your father and your mother. And I did that. I honored my father by doing right by him, making him comfortable his last few days, even though I never knew him. And I never had really met him until he was on his deathbed. And I made sure that everything, his last, the way he wanted his funeral and all that shit, I did all that. I took care of all that for him, And it was an honor for me to do that. It was one of those situations where I had the perfect time to make this man like squirm and hurt him. He left me, this man, my father, my 50% of my DNA. But I'll never forget when he did pass away, me and my brother were at the hospital. And there was so much peace over me after he had passed away. We had left there and went to my adopted dad's house, which was, 10 minutes from the hospital. And I was sad and I was upset, but it was just like, for me, it was just closure. Like, I had let him know, like, you have 6 grandkids and they're amazing. And we have wanted for, like, we've been through some shit, but I said, me and Chris are good. Like, we're good human beings. We've raised good human beings. We've raised good kids. They make their mistakes, but they're still good kids, And, he held our hand and he squeezed it. And then we went outside to smoke, to be honest. And we heard the code and we went in, and that's when our father had passed away. But even still, in that very moment where I could have been vindictive and I could have paid him back for all the hurt he inflicted on me, that, when I was 35 years old, is when I started telling myself this every single day. That's why I say this to you all. Do the right thing when nobody is looking, because at the end of the day, you have to be okay with who you are when you look yourself in the mirror. These are the eyes that's going to be staring back at you, and you can't lie to your damn self. You can't. And honey, whenever I had that epiphany, I said, okay, God, I heard you. I'm going to make him comfortable. I'm going to take care of him. I'm going to make sure he gets into a good nursing home if that's what he needs. And I don't even know this man. I said, I'm going to do this. Well, thankfully, things turned out well. You're absolutely right, Luke. Absolutely. And, that's why I've always said that to myself ever since then, because in a moment to where I could inflict it, like my father, I still have abandonment issues because of my father. Like, what the fuck is so wrong with me that my father did not want me? Like, what the fuck is wrong with me and my brother that we weren't good enough to carry out, to share our life with him? And to be honest, like, it's not anything, like, I'm over it now, but like, that shit still bothers me, because I ain't even gonna lie to you, Cab, like, my ex-husband kind of did that shit to my boys, for real. We got a divorce and he left his kids too. But it's kind of the same situation with my father, like, damn, was we such a burden to you? Did you hate us that damn much that you had to leave us? Like, this motherfucker worked in the same small town that my grandparents lived in when I was a kid, right? And he was the trash man. He would come along and pick up trash, y'all. And we would be standing out there trying to talk to him while he was throwing garbage bags in the back of the fucking truck. And he wouldn't even acknowledge me and my brother. You got that right, Chunky. And I don't tell you all this because I want y'all to feel sorry for me. Look, I tell y'all this shit because, listen, my crosses, I carry them and I bear them well. Have you ever seen somebody go up and just continue to poke a fucking bear, y'all? If a bear's in hibernation and you take a stick and you poke him hard enough, what y'all think he's gonna do? And it's crazy because when a motherfucker pushes you to that limit to tell stories and the truth, don't go around being captain. Don't be over here like you fucking Facebook dad of the year. You know? I thank God we didn't have Facebook and shit back when I was younger. Couldn't imagine this shit. Whew. I have a lot of, like, I know I'm scatterbrained as hell and I can't carry a whole fucking conversation for shit. I got ADHD for real, legit, diagnosed. I'll take shit for it, though. But I don't know. I just don't understand how it is. It's so damn hard for people just to be good. Like, I just don't understand the human race. Like, all these things that we have afforded to us, all of these great things, you know, like, this motherfucker is swole. Yeah, I definitely believe in karma and what goes around, but you know, I'm thankful to have been it gave me a lot of fuck, come on, man. Whew. It gave me a lot of closure to be able to be there when my father passed away. This is my biological father. And I know that might sound crazy to some of y'all. This man, you know, was in my face all the time. He's your father and he didn't want shit to do with you. Yeah, that's right. But it made me have closure and it made me feel good because my dream was to always honor my father and my mother. Like, I've not went around and talked a bunch of smack about my father. Like, I've known a lot of shit. But I have spoke the truth. He was an alcoholic. And he was abusive to my mother when he was younger. Hell, they were still both kids back then. It doesn't excuse it. But moving forward with who I am, like I said, I'm just in a place where I had to forgive him. And by me being able to take care of him in his last few days, I feel like that was a great honor for me. It was an honor for me to honor my father in that way. Because without him, I wouldn't be here. I'm 50% him. I don't even know if I can get my ass up and go to the damn bathroom, to be honest. When I got this cold drink, I'll sit that on top of it. Maybe the problem is I can't get it to bend out straight to put anything. Like, it's just stuck. Oh, I hope I didn't fuck that meniscus up. I would have known that, wouldn't I? I ain't had anything crazy going on. Hop there. Oh, you got jokes tonight, don't you? Are you sipping on some wine or something, Chunky? You got jokes. Forever taken. I pray that you are healed. Hold on. I pray that you are healed and that you immediately start to feel a relief in your body. In Jesus' name I pray. That would be nice. All right, well, Amy sent me a couple of messages. Let me call her real quick, guys. Love, peace, chicken grease. Remember to do the right thing when nobody is looking, because at the end of the day, you have to be okay with who you are when you look yourself in the mirror, and be kind. It don't cost you a damn thing. It don't cost you nothing. And also, if you can, try to do a random act of kindness whenever you're able, because you never know how that might positively influence someone's life. And y'all please pray for your girl, because my leg is really bothering me. Like, if it keeps doing this shit, I might need to go to the ER. I don't know. I haven't popped it. It didn't pop or twist or anything like that, but I don't know. All right, guys. I love